Daily Manna on this first day of November 2001. I'm going to be reading to you from the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, starting in verse 32, which says, "Now therefore listen to me, my children, for blessed are those who keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not disdain it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors, for whoever finds me finds life." Yesterday was a beautiful day, a day full of life. When we woke up, it was sunny, the skies were clear, but today things were a little different. The clouds had rolled in, it was wet again. Sure sign that winter is back. Season of clouds and rain, growing darkness. And though this may not excite you, you cannot deny that the land has needed it. This last year has been real hot, even though we just recently got here. We've been hearing that it was hot and really hard for the plants of our environment, for the yards, for people's yards and grass. They went through some hard times this past summer. So, though we might not be particularly excited to see the return of the rain, our land needs it, and our land would be excited for it. And grass is a good example of what I'm saying. It's green, it's healthy, and it's growing. Why? Because of the rain. I remember growing up, my family, we never watered our yard. And it was great during the winter. It looked fine. Even in spring, it looked okay. But as the summer days came, as the days were hotter and drier, our yard looked like it was dying. I mean, it looked like a hayfield sometimes. And you contrast that to our neighbor's yard who had the sprinkler system, who every day was watering their yard. And the longer that the summer went and extended, the more difference, the bigger the contrasts were between our yards. Because why? We left it to nature. Just it was easier. Let nature do it. As a result, our yard went through some pretty rough times, some pretty tough stretches. Um, and it was real evident, and this is a pretty good picture of what our spiritual lives could be. Just like grass, we can go with the flow, and sometimes the emotions of where we are, sometimes things lend us to seek God, to if we're going to church or we're in our Bible, and sometimes it's just a little work to get in there daily. Um, to be watered by the word of God, watered by his spirit, not just sometimes when it's easy, when we're going with the flow, but every day. And that's what the writer of Proverbs is saying here. He said, "Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors, for whoever finds me finds life." And I love that part, watching daily. We call these times, read these recordings, morning manna, because it refers to a period of time when the children of Israel were wandering in the desert. A desert is a very hot and dry place, a place that's very difficult to survive. And yet there they were, a community of over 1 million people, alive and growing green, because God sustained them with manna in the morning, something that God provided, but they had to go out every day and collect it. And as they did that, they remained a people that were growing, even in a hot and desolate place, a hostile place like a desert. So may we remember the lesson of the growing grass, the green growing grass, and the daily manna, and become a people who seek daily and find life in his word and in his spirit. Have a great day.